Alright, howdy folks, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Wargame Red Dragon with the Ash and Shadows mod in the first campaign. In the last video, we managed to hold the outskirts of Busan, even sort of double pushing back the enemy in Daegu. Now, we did manage to hold long enough for the Americans and some of the Western allies to send some reinforcements. So in this video, we are probably going to be landing in Seoul. And this is probably my favorite mission of the entire game, just because it's so cinematic with tons of American and other NATO units sort of storming the beaches in a very D-Day-esque scenario. Now, the thing is, we're going to have to hold Busan, but I think we're actually doing all right. So with these 30 points, the points that we've been saving, I think it's time for us to call some of them in here and actually use them in our fight for Seoul, as well as in the fights for Sherman and Sokcho. Now, I do want to mention that the official Ash and Shadows website seems to have removed the download button. It is not on my end, but I did find a document which includes the campaigns that I've mentioned in the last video for missions 2 or campaigns 2 and 3 to change some of the scenario, I guess, information and stuff in general. This is the only way, as far as I know, to install Ash and Shadows, to play Ash and Shadows, or even play the campaigns. So as always, I'll have that linked down below in the description, so if you do want to play Ash and Shadows, you don't have it downloaded, or you don't know how to install it, there's a whole guide on how to do so, and it'll just be at the top of the description. So, we want to call in some units, but we actually cannot call in every single unit. Only, I think the Marine Regiment and the Sea Attack Squadron can be called in until you capture Seoul, and then you can actually call in the 25th, the 72nd, and the 3rd. You can actually call them in, but not only when you have the port of Seoul under your control. So we're probably going to call into this 13th Marine Regiment, just purely based on the fact that we get a ton of units, 94 units for 20 points, and I just clicked the wrong button. But I am kind of wondering if I should save 10 points. I mean, this A-70 Corsair Squadron is kind of... I mean, what do we have right here anyway? Let's take a quick look. We have some ICAP Prowlers, which are great against anti-air units with radar, though I'm not really sure if other than these Pawn Js or Pawn Gays, they have any. The Shilkas, I don't think, are radar guided. And then, yeah, they don't have any other AA even, or, well, they have maybe a little bit of AA on some of these, yeah, on these Jukvide, but there's like 40 of them, but they're really not that great, although there's a lot of crappy AA, I suppose, though. And then, yeah, they have a couple of these A5s, but really these Prowlers are kind of useless. We have some Tornado GR1 GPs with a ton of bombs, which is always going to be awesome. So maybe we save money and then we get the Super Hornet squad because they have 6 Mavericks, good anti-air missiles, and then, yeah, these A-70 Corsairs, oh god, these are not super useful. And then I kind of want to save money so we can get the 10th Armored, or we get the 72nd mostly because you get 20 Abrams, as well as a couple of really good long-range recon with some 12 very high-quality tow missiles. So that's what we're probably going to be saving money on. And then these Seahawks are actually pretty decent. And you get some of these Comanches, which are really strong. They have anti-air, anti-ground, and a couple, only 3. They have a couple of very good ATGMs. These are the Ninja helicopter from the Japanese faction. Again, I talked about this in the last video, where they basically just make belief is a strong thing in Ash and Shadow. So we're actually going to disembark all of these units onto Seoul, so we can actually start the engagement there. But we're probably not going to start the engagement right away. I think at Daegu, we're going to rest and refit, and we're just going to sit here, and we don't really have to worry about moving out of Daegu. We're going to hold that line. What we do want to do, though, is I think we want to focus. Let's take a look here, actually, at Yuchang, because we did really do a number on these units. So what do they really have? Okay. They have a single UAZ, 4 of these artillery, and they just got those ATSs that I talked about at the end of the last episode, as well as a bunch of crappy tanks. So really, we don't need all of the aircraft over here. Maybe we just need some of these Peace Pheasants. Actually, is there any AA there? If there's not, this could be... We don't even need them. Nope. Nope, there's no AA whatsoever. So we're not even going to call any of the jets in. We're going to rely on these Apaches. Or do we want the Apaches over in Yongjok? Let's take a look here at the units they have. So these have a couple of recon, a couple of H-25Ks, no anti-air whatsoever. So the question is, I'm actually more worried about the Yongjok unit, so we'll actually send the attack helicopter unit over to Yongjok. We'll keep the air support and I guess air superiority on this side. We'll get the Byonggaes to go over there, and we'll keep these peace pheasants. There's 4 of them. I don't really feel the need to refit them back to 8 because I'm trying to save money. I'm trying to save points, I guess is the word. And there's no more anti-air here I have to really worry about. So this should be pretty good. We'll probably fight the Battle of Yuchang right now. Just get it out of the way. What I'm going to do is just helicopters, forward, kill their CV, boom. So we're going to set this up real quick, and it'll be right back. So the most basic of setups, we have a couple of Rokolas rifle infantry here. We have a couple of very high quality K1A2s over here to hold the middle with the CV tank to try to just get the points. We also have some, actually, you know what? I'm going to do this crazy. We're actually going to put this CV tank over here, and we're going to just use this call-in in case we want to call in more units, because it's going to save us a bunch of time. We do have one back here, which I just want to have for the +2. And it's safer to have one here. Actually, you know what? We're going to just go crazy. We don't really care about this one. All of the units are just going to come from over here, and we're taking a huge risk if this goes wrong. But that's kind of the fun part, I guess. We're going to have some of these Hai Bayung. I think there's a Marine. I think that's what that stands for. Marine Commandos. I'm pretty sure Hai Bayung are Marines in vanilla Wargame, the South Korean Marines. So we're going to use those, and we're super crazily equipped, and we're just going to roll a couple of our highest quality tanks, both some K2s as well as the Leclerc Coufra with the recon. We're just going to roll up and just destroy everything, and we're also going to use some of these peace pheasants. So we're actually going to quickly go to very slow, deploy, unload. We just have to assign these to one group, get them out of there, and we're just going to leave going back a little, just so we don't lose those units. And we're going to go back to normal speed. So now we just have to do that to sort of fight the fact that we cannot pre-deploy. Like, if I could, so division-wise, you know, I would have told these guys to disembark and drive away, but you can't. So you have to do that sort of cheeky thing where you just go very slow, or even bullet time, just for a quick second, so you don't have to do that while you're also, like, under attack by enemy units. Now, this Leclerc Coufra, I'm pretty sure it actually doesn't have a working gun, but again, I talked about this in the previous video. You cannot, well, some people may be able to, but basically the mod developers cannot really edit these models, and I sadly don't think that we'll ever see this happen for Ash and Shadows. There's a couple of mods out there that people are actively working on for Wargame. Some of them allegedly have figured out a way to modify some units or stuff here and there, but until we actually see proof of that and we have mods publicly available, then I think we'll just have to go with the fact that as of right now, we are just going to be stuck with the units that they look like. So if a unit is called the F-22 Raptor, it may not necessarily look like an F-22, but it just goes on for one. It's just make-believe, really, I guess, in the end. So this is what I was afraid of. My units will spawn like over here on this random road, and it's going to be kind of messy to try to get units to not get shot in the flank. What we're going to do, though, I think we're just going to Q move, because they're artillerying my Hai Bayung, which is actually very bad, because that goes almost an entire squad. We may just, oh, please get out of the open there. I need you to get in this. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Okay, next one. Kind of cheekily, go back, go back, go back. Oh, okay. Q move. I wonder, let's see what this thing can do. If it's just going to fire its 40 mil. Oh, it's like firing a fake 40 mil that was invisible that you couldn't even see. We're just going to roll through here. I want to kill their last CV. Oh, man, we are just very close to losing these Hai Bayung. I really don't want to. Oh, this better not be... Okay, good. I mean, these K2s should really not be, like... They shouldn't be getting destroyed very easily. Let's call in the... Oh, the Peace Pheasant despawns, like, right there, too. That's kind of hilarious, actually. That's kind of hilarious, and... The thing is, they might not have enough lead time, so they might have a hard time, like, seeing units. Is that a CV right there? No, that's the Coxswains we still are seeing. I'm trying to get shots on whatever this unit was over there. There's, oh, this is more Coxswains, so those are going to be dead. Perfect. We're just going to rack up some kills. We'll actually just do a sort of a tour do. Let's actually get these guys to go this way. There it is. There's T-55. Did we just destroy? Actually, so this 40 mil doesn't make sound because I don't know. It's using its ammo. You can see that, but I don't know if it's actually doing something. Oh, they dare to shoot at me. It's taking shots. That might be the Kufra. Actually, it was the Kufra. I think he just leveled up. So that's very interesting. We're using some of these crappy M48s to just get eyes on, and we just need to find this enemy CV. This is going to take a second, though. It's going to be a little frustrating. We'll just drive some of these Fiats in here, maybe, and another one of these Leclerc Kufras, just to try to use the recon, get eyes on, try to find the enemy. Like, they're literally leaving the battlefield. Like, they're getting destroyed by a 40mm Leclerc Kufra. Like, he's got a 2100 meter range. That's actually pretty decent. Like, he is the one who's engaging this T-55. That was one of the K2s, I'm pretty sure. But we'll just keep on going. We'll keep on looking for wherever the enemy may be. I mean, again, we're just looking to find them. We're using recon. I guess I can't win this any other way. We'd have to destroy the enemy, so there might be a little bit of a cut here while we wait for the enemy to finally be destroyed. Oh, I guess no cut needed. The enemy retreated. They lost the artillery, so they are now... Okay, that sucks. That sucks a little, because they still have one CV, so they're going to retreat. I did lose their artillery in the end, but they're going to retreat, and they're just going to come back, like, tomorrow or the next day or whatever, next turn. So, Yongjuk... I haven't fought here yet. I'm kind of sitting on, like, triple their point value. I'm kind of wondering if it's worth even me going here. I kind of could just fly around with those helicopters. That's what we're going to do. I think we're just going to set up a base defense, fly around with our helicopters, have our air superiority jet on standby while we, you know, anticipate their Su-25. So we'll set up our units real quick, and it'll be right back. Alright, so very basic setup. We're defending the To Busan area here with a FOB and our CV. Another CV over here, though we're not getting any points from it. I think it's nice to have this as an alternative, sort of alternative attack area. We're just going to go ahead, launch the battle, move these to deploy over there, and we're just going to go for it. I think we're just going to go for it. We'll deploy the K1 like over there. And this is going to be like a very weird situation because the enemy cannot do anything to really stop us. We're going to get this Surion on with the spike. We're going to deploy it like over this hill, and that should be very cheeky. We still have an Apache Guardian. We have a bunch of aircraft. We have some KF-16Cs, which we're definitely going to refer to as KFC-16s at some point. And actually, let's get one of these Beyond Gays. Oh my god, look at the Guardians attacking with the ATGMs. Oh, that was kind of lame. I was hoping it would do more than just one hit, but... Okay, we're going to let them waste their rockets, I guess, but whatever. It is what it is. You can't always get it. Let's get those Scorpions that unload the Recoilless Rifle. I'm just calling the A2GM infantry, but it's Recoilless Rifle infantry. And there it is. We're just going to deploy the units here. Our recon is looking for... They're already, like, fleeing. Oh, there's another CV. So let's actually get that to be destroyed. I don't know if we want to get these peace... We'll get one peace bridge, just for the hell of it, I guess. We'll see what happens. This could be interesting. Byonghae gets the rockets away, which is perfect, because that's exactly what we need. Peace bridge, can we... we didn't actually kill the CV. Okay, fair enough. I will need more recon, so we got a helicopter on the right side. The thing is, we need recon to get our eyes on where they are actually going. I'm not sure if this is going to be as useful, though, with the Zuni rockets, but we'll see. Here comes our ATGMs. That's the CV dead. Peace Bridge coming in with both a Vulcan, I think, and some Zunis. Okay. Those VTTs, I think, actually were the ones that could potentially have the AA on it. ROH-6 is going to deploy to the right. We'll get an eye on this open area, and we're just going to, like, destroy the enemy in pure, like, in rocket spam way, but it's probably the safest way for me to do so. There's no point in getting tanks involved in this area where there's going to be closer range, closer quarters, and they could easily, like, destroy some of my higher quality tanks, just because at that point, if you're getting closer inside the enemy's range and stuff, there's a bigger chance that they get a side shot, like earlier happened on the previous video where the K1 got destroyed from a TO-55 because it got shot in the flank. So we're going to actually deploy... Let's just keep deploying And I have a KFC-16 ready, so I don't need it right now. Let's just deploy one of these Beyond Gaze. Here is the Chonmas. Oh, there's the artillery. That would be a great kill if we could knock that out. Get the Sirions to move up. They do have some really good missiles. They only have like 6. Oh, what was that? He just did a full flip. That was kind of cool looking in a weird way. See if we can actually... We could potentially try to capture their fob, which would be a fun little exercise. Okay, get you to disengage. Our Apaches are engaging. That is going to be the artillery, at least one of them. That's huge. Okay, get the Sirions to engage. We're getting our SEOULs. Actually, we're getting our SEALs in Venoms to deploy from this side. And then we're going to just... Oh, here we go. Here goes the Sirions. These guys look really cool. I'm pretty sure these are like French Pumas. And they've just given them different missiles. I'm pretty sure these are just like recon naval Pumas for the French in the vanilla game. And now they're actually being used in a very different way. But it's working out. Although they are whiffing shots very terribly right now. That's a kill. That's a kill. Okay, our Venoms are arriving on the battlefield. It would just be funny to capture this. And then we'll use that to resupply our helicopters even closer to the front line if we have to. Fly them back to the fob. Knock it. Oh, those were both hits, but not kills. Interesting, interesting. Okay, get another Beyond Gay. And let's see if we can knock out that CV. Our Venom with the SEALs are going to be landing over here. Oh, spoke too soon. I think we may have... Okay, well, they're going to retreat. We actually didn't lose a single unit. This is kind of an easy... This is an easier campaign. I feel like Ash and Shadows makes it like 50-50 easy, 50-50 harder because the enemy does have better stuff. But then, so again, you do have good quality stuff. But I don't think this campaign is very hard even in the vanilla game. But we managed to push them out. They're going to come back. But they only have one CV. All we have to do in the next battle is find that CV, and without a CV, I'm pretty sure units cannot deploy, so that would be nice. That's the same thing here. I really would love to find that UAZ next battle, but now we get to do the battle for SEOUL. And this one is going to be a little rough. We initially have to land on Bravo. What we want to do is we want to like lock down this city and sort of get a line from this tree, like sort of out pointy thing tree here, or tree line, all the way to Bravo here, and then across to there. So we want to get like a very low, wide V, and then everything that comes at us will be destroyed. And also we're going to have some boats. I think we'll have some smaller boats like the SDRB 90H. The monitors, well, they're not as good, but the SDRBs are freaking awesome. 16 AGMs, and they are very high quality. So we can just sit here and destroy anything that comes our way. Hopefully we can do this in one battle. They do have 9 CVs and a whole bunch of infantry, and they have some decent, not decent, they have some crappy AA, but we'll have to deal with these Ponjays first though. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some of those Prowler seed aircraft who are going to be searching and destroying enemy raiders. So I'm going to set up our forces, and then we'll be right back. So it's a shame that in the second episode of my first campaign, we're already sort of doing my favorite mission. But there's a couple of cheeky things you can do here. First of all, you want to always try to go under logistics and get this one LAV command to sit as far back into the point as possible. This way, it allows you to free up the independent. Well, in this case, it's the Independence. I think it's a different ship in vanilla, but here it's called the Independence. My goal is to try to get 3 of these independent ships as close to the coast as possible. So probably about like here, here, and here to provide anti-air support. We're talking 5,250 meters, so more than 5,000 meter anti-air range, which is awesome. Now, another cheeky thing, we cannot call in any units into Bravo. This is going to be an amphibious assault with a whole bunch of units. As you can see here, we have LVTPs. We also have some M60s inside landing transports, although you can't see them. They're in there, trust me. And I even have some LAV-25s. I have some LAV-25s that are fire support vehicles that are not like the scout variants. And I also have a bunch of Marines inside of these LVTPs. Then we have some of these SDRBs, which the whole point of these is to go and get some sort of fire support coming from this river. And then we have 4 LAVMs with the goal of providing smoke or just basic howitzer support. However, once you capture Bravo, you still can't call in anything. You can only call in units from, well, you can call in units from every other sector on the map, Yunnan, Wuhan, Harwan, Chirwan, or Senang. but not from Bravo. It gives you a bunch of points, but you can only call in units from Naval Sector Bravo. So any unit, like for example these M60s, they're non-amphibious. As you can see, I can't put them in here. So if I call them in, well, you can't, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I can call it my air, my navy, my helicopters, one of my recon units. They're actually, I can call in all of these. We could only like not calling the Patriots and the Avengers, and the Patriots would be super awesome to like deploy here for anti-air defense reasons. But we're also mostly going to focus on these Prowlers initially to try and get rid of their, well, their Pyongays or Pongays. But for now, we're going to actually go to very slow. And we're going to, oh Lord, oh, they are like all over the, okay, wow, that is crazy. They have a huge like helicopter air force right here. We're going to make these Independences go up first. We're still in very slow because I'm trying to like figure out what, I guess we'll go to regular slow. So initially, these Independences are going to deal, hopefully, with the enemy units on the beach. The ICAP Prowler knocking out 1 missile, 2 missile, 3 missile, 4 missile evac. Okay, that's 1 pond. Oh, those are some very long-range missiles. But we just, okay, I need to pause this for a second. I really need to pause this. We just knocked out 1. Is that a pond? I can't tell. Wait, what? That's artillery. Crap, I was hoping to knock out these Pongays, but I guess some of the artillery could be radar-based. What that means is we're going to have to get another Prowler, go to slow speed, get them to like fly off to the flank. We need to knock out those enemy AA. SDRBs here are going to just sit on the beach or just off the beach. Our Prowler is actually engaging some of these Coxswains, but I want them to knock out, if possible, the Pongays that are back there. There's 2 sets of 2. We can see there's a lot of them back there, so I'm trying to tell them to engage specifically the ones back there. 1, that's a miss, that's a kill. Okay, you gotta get out of there now. Oh, this might not live. It's taking a lot of, okay. Okay. Bullet time for a second. We lost a Prowler. That's a very expensive loss to some Shilkas, but we did kill 1, 2. We did kill 2 of their 4 radar anti-air. Now, this is honestly insane. I don't think I've ever seen the enemy spawn en masse. Like, their BTRs are approaching my ship. Could you imagine the Germans, like, mounting amphibious transports to try and knock... Oh, we're gonna bomb this. We're gonna bomb this. We're gonna get another Prowler. Try to target that area. Our units here are gonna be in some trouble. We need to, like, get you out of there. Tornado with the bombs. Get 1, get 2. This could be very good. That's gonna be brutal. Okay, they knocked out one of my. They did knock out one of my my bombers there. That's very frustrating. Another Prowler. We need to engage this Pongay because I think that's their second to last one they have. So I'm specifically telling it to target that one, and I'm hoping it's going to target it with 1. Okay, perfect. Now we can focus on killing some of the artillery because I think the artillery could be radar guided, and then that's how. That's why those guys can target them as well. Disembark these boats. Get our scouts moving up here. Our Super Cobras are Comanche. A little more crazy at the start than I would have honestly thought it was going to be, but it did happen that way. Get our boats out of the way now because they have deployed the M60s. You know what I didn't get? I didn't get a single command vehicle. So we're actually going to have to get a naval command. This is faster than the other way around. And we're just going to Q move, and we're going to try to occupy the city here, as we are now massively deploying a huge amphibious force. These Independence class ships, this all went up like a ton. Like, this guy's almost out of ammo. That's crazy. That's how much they were shooting at those enemy helicopters. Let's just get 3 LCMs to get them all resupplied. It's really faster that way. We'll Q move our Oh, these guys need a ship for themselves. It's going to take a fat minute though, because they're going to take a lot of time to replenish and rearm. It'd be nice to capture this FOB. This went all haywire from the, you know, like, what's that word? What's that saying? Like, no plan survives and, you know, engagement. Oh my god! Like, all plans are great until you actually engage the enemy, and then, you know, no plan survives an encounter with the enemy, something like that. I don't know what the exact wording is, but it's something along those lines, and that's basically what just happened. I had a huge, nice plan in my head, and it totally went AWOL the second we encountered any sort of enemy resistance. We did knock out at least 3, if not all 4 of those units that they had that I was afraid of, the Pongays, but we did lose 2 of our Prowlers, and that's kind of, I think we lost, oh no, never mind, we only lost 1. No, we lost a Prowler, and we lost one of these GRPs. Now, however, we can set up the defenses over here, and it'd be nice if we could get a bunch of Marines to deploy. We'll do another 2 platoon or 2 companies. No, we'll do 2 platoons. Oh, come on. Come on. You guys can kill this. I need these infantry to, like, get into these buildings, like, ASAP. We need to get eyes on. So let's get a scout over here. LAV's moving up. There comes helicopters. This is why we need the AA. But I think technically we could try to knock these they're just recon helicopters. They're not like a big deal. That's what I was worried about. That's a lot of jets. What are they shooting at? That was... Oh! They shot my independence. Okay, we're going to deploy just... Guess what? This is like America, right? You kill one of our ships, guess what? We deploy 3 more. This is going to be an issue. Our M60s are actually able to engage those guys with their like top AA mounted guns or AA guns. We're going to keep moving up here. Our SDRBs, when they finally do get resupplies, we'll push them up here to an LCM. We're going to deploy this into the building for the TACOM, which is our CV. You can have CV helicopters, CV tanks, APCs, infantry too, like you just saw. We need a scout to push up to there, and we'll put him on hold fire. That way he can scout, but hopefully it won't, like, you know, that's an issue. Did not reckon that they were going to have anti-ship missile planes. That's kind of annoying, but it'll be okay. Our M60s are just holding the road here. Our scout's going to get eyes on soon, and we're going to push these Marines across to the town here. Oh, okay, there's some artillery. My goal here just being to try to get these heavy infantry units to engage anyone that comes towards the town here. So this is what I talked about. This is where I wanted to have that sort of very aggressively deep V. We've changed it now to more like a, well, kind of, this is like a regular V. So that's what has happened now. These guys are just resupplying, and when they're done, we'll go up the river and try to look for targets. Marines move up. We'll get these guys to deploy. And, ooh, that was a big hit. I kind of want to get maybe... See, I can't get these guys to come up right now. I guess I did capture a FOB, so technically we could move to the FOB and maybe supply there. LCU, move back. Here comes our Marines. They're going to take a fat minute because they are in very slow LVTPs compared to the, you know, these tiny... I mean, these boats are fast. Look at that. I mean, they're boats. They go fast as hell compared to our little transports that are very slow. I just cannot believe that that's what just happened. They straight up went for one of my independence ships, which is kind of brutal. So we're going to set up the SMA here, Marines there, and then the Comanche is going to land. I think if you right-click on a FOB with a helicopter, it's going to land, or any unit will drive to the FOB. But it should be landing, and then it's mostly because I want to get these Hellfires back. That would be huge. But also the Stingers might be good against any enemy units that we come across. Mostly some of the heavy... Well, I don't know if they have heavy tanks, but... Let's see... Oh, there's a... Oh, the helicopter got... Okay, that must have been one of theirs. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it was maybe the Comanche that shot it down, but... Let's see if we can get these SDRBs to advance... The LCUs are the only way that we can actually replenish the units and the ammo and repair any of these vehicles until we get... well, I guess the FOB and the LCU can do the same. I'm just very impressed that they went straight for one of my independent ships. I don't think I've ever seen the AI do that. So it's cool. It's cool that they just went straight for a kill on one of these independences. But now they should know that, like, hey, you killed one. Guess what? We get 3 extra, buddy. So... They are going to be a little bit more worried about doing that. These Prowlers take forever to rearm. It's a downside of having them. But it might be worth actually just bombing this if we don't... Well, we can just bomb this. It might just be worth it. Especially because there's some Jukwide behind there. And they're trying to bomb my FOB, which is their old FOB. Oh, SDRBs are even going for it already. Tornado, swap targets to this like random Jukwide unit. SDRBs keep pushing up. This is sort of a fire in advance thing. We just want to see where the enemy are. Wasting like a lot of ATGMs on these BTRs, but whatever. We have like what, 16 per boat, so we got 32 ATGMs, so this is all right. We'll keep pushing up these. Actually, let's keep these Marines here. I don't want to be stupid. We're gonna keep those guys here. They have finally now reached the coast, so we're gonna deploy them and then use them to push. Actually, what we could do is maybe smarter and deploy them here, here, and here, and then we're gonna send these 3 platoons up to the north basically almost a company-sized force and try to get to this point. And actually, we could probably already send a... Let's do the same thing. Let's get a naval TACOM because it'll go faster. And then we can actually get one of these LAVs. I don't know if we can fit that in there. It would be really cool. We can maybe put the CV in an LAV, and then they'll be able to transport a lot faster. But I don't know if they'll fit in there. But if they do, that'd be great. That'll be very cool to see. Our SERBs are just killers. They are equipped, like I said, with multiple 50 cals. Look at that. This must be like 1, 2, 3, 4 50s, a Mark 19, and a ATGM like on a swivel mount on the back there. Look at the amount of firepower coming off these boats. Like, that's insane. And they don't really care anything. I mean, they'll get shot and destroyed because they're not very like well armored. But anything that pops up here is just going to get destroyed by these two little rascals, basically is what they are. Look at that. I just want them to spray someone down while we're close. Like, that looks insane. Those are 850 calibers. That's awesome. Okay, we're getting some more SERBs that have covered this bridge. We're going to, I guess now occupy. Waiting for these last units to arrive. And here comes our LCM. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm hoping that these fire support vehicle variants of the LAV-25 can fit some infantry. It'd be annoying if they couldn't, but I guess we'll find out. I mean, realistically, you'd reckon they could fit in here, yeah? Let's see. It would be cool. And if not, then we'll just keep moving. They might not be able to fit. Oh, come on, disappear. Nope. No, they're not fitting. Okay, they could fit in other units, but not in that one. That's fine. I guess it's because it's maybe like specifically like a fire support variant or something. They just can't fit in it. Oh, here comes a vehicle. And our SERB. Yeah, that was kind of cheeky. But, I mean, we've kind of just won. I was actually hoping that we could do this one in one battle and it wouldn't take us multiple battles. We'll just Q move. Did we just get shot at by something? Maybe. It looked like we kind of took fire from one thing there. But I was hoping that we could Q move into this corner. We're going to... Oh, now we're being engaged by something. Yeah, he got hit just now. Let's get our LCU to move up to about... Oh, there's a tank. That's why. Our Prowlers are still repairing and rearming. That's taking like so long. Our M60s will move up as well. I don't really care too much. Actually, let's move these LVTPs more into the cover of the trees because there's no point in like wasting them. Our Comanche can move up as well. And then this TACOM unit is going to sit in the tree line here and be covered from the back and the front. And then these STRBs, we'll actually get them back to the LCU so we can get them repaired and rearmed. And I think, I mean, it'd be nice if we could, you know what? We're going to do an American shock and awe bombing campaign on this little village here. And I think we can even go crazier and get another two to go crazy. Oh my god, there's so many ATGMs coming out in these T-55s. Like, the ATGMs have to cost more than the T-55s, right? Like, there's no way that the T-55s are worth being... Oh, man. Okay, let's get you out of there. And bombs away. Oh, okay, you just did not bomb away. That's fine. There's some AA unit over here. Bombs away, and... Oh, okay. Well, some of them just refused to bomb. That's fine. Whatever was in this town, I was actually getting killed. So we'll get these 3 SDRBs. The Q move to the right. And... Have we... Okay, this CV unit is still moving. We're just trying to get eyes on... I guess we'll actually maybe send them over here. Keep these LVTPs down here to secure. And then once we capture this, we can call in all of our ground units too. So we can finally start calling in ground units that deploy from back there. And that should make this a little easier on actually like finishing up the capturing. Let's actually do those SDRBs over there. These LCUs... There's LCU is almost done. You can see it's basically been... It goes really quick. This thing didn't really do a lot other than just pass ammo off to these SDRBs. So now we can call in some more M60s. And they'll be spawning around here, which is awesome. Okay, that's what's happening, right. It's the Jukwide. They do have that crappy little rocket that I keep forgetting about. Here's some more T-55s. I mean, this should be pretty easy. Our M60s are going to just be rolling in here. Now, we don't really have to care. We can even get some... I don't really want to waste them. Oh my god, I just got destroyed. Get a Comanche over here. Get our infantry to deploy on this side of the river. And this is basically... well, it was a GG a while ago. It was a GG from the start, to be honest. But we're just going to hold capture this. We'll get a CV TACOM unit to come over here and deploy inside. And these two STRBs. I still can't believe these prowlers are taking forever. Oh, there's some units back here. Coxswain down. Are those... Oh, those are just trucks leaving. They're trying to get away from getting absolutely blasted. LVTP is going to go there. And this is basically just cleaning up the game now. I guess we'll shoot at these cargo trucks. Kind of seems like a waste of ATGMs, but there we go. And that exploded the other one, so we killed all three. Ammo trucks have a tendency to explode once they are, especially if they're like near other supply trucks. Oh, this is just bullying. Dude, can we capture? If we can capture their supply trucks off the spawn, that would be really funny. Although it might be better to shoot the supply trucks so they don't get away from us. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, we have 50 calibers on these things, so now we are like sort of spawn camping them. But I can't really help that. Like I didn't decide that they should spawn there. I mean, they obviously lost the other sector, so let's deploy this LVTP. I said deploy the TACOM. There we go. And we'll just advance these two in there. And now we're just going to sit here and... I mean, they can surrender. Nothing's stopping them from doing that. But calling in the Prowler, I'm curious if there is any extra... Oh, it came from over here. Okay. I guess there is no other units left to be killed. The Prowlers can just reverse or retreat. These things should probably get healed up because I don't want to lose them for no reason. But this is basically the only battle that you really get to use these STRBs because, well, there isn't really much more water fighting. But we're going to just roll these tanks up into Sendang. We're probably going to just go and move this very fast. We'll just move it down to the city here. And that's a win. And honestly, I wasn't sure if this was going to be as easy. It was crazy to see how many units. Like, this is all enemy units. I was surprised that they decided to put that many right on the corner over there. I would have kind of figured they were going to... well, not just have everyone there. There's the last CV. That's a snipe. Not really a snipe, but it's a kill, I guess. Makes one of them go up. And we just captured it with 4,000 kills. The worst part is that we did lose one of these Prowlers. We lost a tornado due to a Jukwi Day. Oh, man, that's sad. And then, yeah, they did destroy that Independence with an insane amount of just, like, A5 spam. It might have been, like, 6 or 7 aircraft. But we captured Seoul, which is actually huge. And that means that now next turn we get to call in the 72nd, some more of these units, even the 25th if I wanted to with the M60s. I'm going to save money on that though right now because we're getting 5 points as well for that. So it's going to be end of the turn, and we'll take a look and see most of what happens around Busan. Yeah, okay. I was thinking these helicopters were going to be. This is actually an issue. Because I can't do anything against these Mi-25, so we may have to avoid the battle, and that's going to be rough. But I really can't sit there and just get myself shot up by Mi-24s. I don't even know if these Mi-8s, they have rocket pods. Yeah, we're not doing that. We are going to be like losing Daegu. I mean, this is kind of a funny battle. They have a couple of Mi-24 PNs, which are decent. But this, do we have any AA? Ooh, we don't really. Maybe it's time for me to do a full retreat, huh? It would be the smartest thing to fully retreat to Busan at this point. To sort of get all my units to come back here. I don't know if it makes sense to retreat from here. I mean, they have a single, but I do have the... Actually, I could probably just call in this anti-air unit back. Because we don't need them over there. We'll call them back here. And then maybe what we'll do now is everyone's back home. We'll refit all of the units that lost anything, which isn't even a lot. I mean, these Peace Pheasants, I guess, lost a couple of units. Let's get this 72nd with the Abrams. They're going to be great. Did we lose really anything here? Like a couple of units, not even really worth mentioning. Oh, well, we did lose one of the Prowlers, but that's whatever. I think we're just going to deploy them forward, and we can even assign them to this airfield, which means they stop sort of having to run back to the carrier. The only thing is, if an aircraft is assigned to an airfield and the enemy attacks this, that's fine. If they just capture it, though, any aircraft that are assigned to that sector our loss. So you always want to kind of be a little careful. Only at 4 points though, and we did kind of just fall back to Busan. I'm thinking we pull back from Yongjok. There's no point in us holding it. It's kind of an annoying map. It might make a little bit of an exciting sort of last stand scenario. Might even be worth retreating just so I can rest and refit. I'm trying to find, I guess, all the units that need to. We'll just R&R everyone here that isn't in need of like refitting. So I don't really know how many of these. There's more R&R. I think it gives them cohesion, which, as you can see there, it gives you more starting points at the beginning of a battle. So it's always good to try to R&R if you're not going to be doing anything specifically with these units, which is like refitting them or whatever. And the only one I can really refit, I think I've done. So I think we're good. We're just going to be falling back to Busan. Now the question is this. Sort of meta, we know that the 7th Tank Regiment will at some point attack. And they do have a bunch of these T-80s. So not only are they like pretty damn scary, they also have good anti-air. Only 2 per tank, but they're pretty decent, mostly against helicopters. So we need to defend Seoul, most likely with some infantry. Now, we do have the 12th Marines and the 13th Marines, but we probably don't want to leave both of them here. So I think what makes the most sense, the one with the Patriot should probably advance, and then we can leave these guys here. Well, let's do that. So the ones with the M60s and the Patriots, they're going to advance. Abrams, advance. And the 24th, I guess we want to... I mean, we just need to keep infantry there. Because infantry, what do they really have here? Shilkas, Strelas, a bunch of tanks. This is easy peasy for infantry in a fight, especially on the areas where we can make them come to us. So we're going to just fully focus on sending everyone... Oh, we did assign them. That was maybe a bad idea, but I don't know what to have here. So a couple of helicopters... A couple of helicopters, and this is nothing. I wonder, do we have... Oh, right. No, we do have AA. We have the Patriots. No, we're fine. We didn't need those aircraft at all. It would have been nice, but this way, it kind of was maybe a bad decision on my end. But we'll leave it like this. Now, the thing is, we probably don't want to attack Sherman because, as I explained in the last video, I actually cannot put my tanks to use. So I think we're going to hold Sherman for a turn anyway. Then our tanks become available both the 72nd and the 24th. Maybe we'll get some more money or points. There we go, 28 points. I'm not sure. They might just do a big push to Busan. Okay. Issue with that, if we do not kick them out of Busan in this turn, ooh, there comes the MiGs. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Let's take a look here. If we do not kick him out of Busan this turn, we will not be getting that 15 points. This is called MiG-29s as well as these Issue-25Ks. But this battle doesn't even look like it's going to be that bad. And these guys didn't interject. Here's the tanks that are coming in. So here, what do we have? They did call in a couple of extra units, including some Ponjays. We don't really have any aircraft other than these helicopters. So I'm not sure. Can we snipe them? 31... 31, 27. What's the range on the helicopters here? Okay, so we have 300-ish meter range between our max ATGMs and these guys' helicopter range, so we can maybe snipe them with that. This might not be that bad considering what we have when it comes to anti-air. So we're going to set up our basic force, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so a very weird defense, but we're going to be focusing on a sort of line that's right here. That's sort of, we'll see the road. We're going to be setting up in this area over here, have some Patriots to cover, and I actually have called in 2 CVs, but I only needed 1. But the reason I got the second one is to deny the enemy an easy win, because what will happen is if your units all die, or if all your CVs on the battlefield die, then the enemy instantly wins, and we don't want that to happen just for free. Now, we do have helicopters coming in. I don't have a ton. I guess we do have some AIM-9 Super Cobras. I guess I could have gotten another... No, I don't think I could have gotten another FOB. And we'll get our Comanche over here to start looking for enemies. Patriot. Love the look of this thing. Ooh, look at those MI-8s. Missile away. Planes, 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 planes. Bro, I wish you'd focus on the planes instead. Oh, this is bad. Oh, that Patriot's done for. That Patriot's done for. They're coming like, yeah. They are actually harassing me very successfully right now. This is bad. I need these Super Cobras ASAP. This Patriot. Nope, Patriot's done. Those were MI8s that killed it too. That's actually really sad. And these Super Cobras instantly got... Okay. We need to knock out these MI8s. They're actually coming right. The AI knew immediately who to destroy. They destroyed all of my AA just now, which is not very good. We're going to have to knock out these helicopters with just pure guns at this point. Mi-25's getting hit. Our FOB is getting hit. We need to knock out that other Mi-25. Our Super Cobras are going in just for guns now. Because this was a weird start. I really thought I had a very good setup, but the AI just targeted all three of my deployed Patriots like perfectly. So that was brutal. Super Cobras just landed. Okay. The Super Cobras landed, got an AIM-9, and they fired this one and actually shot the helicopter out of the sky. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's get these Super Cobras to land. Keep the Patriot up here. And we're going to deploy, I think... Oh, planes. Oh, that's a lot of planes. The Super Cobras. Look, they're engaging. They're like anti-air, but from the ground. But like, oh, that's great. Can we get the other one? No. Oh, I really thought we did. Okay, we did knock out one of their aircraft. Our Patriots was a little bit too slow there, but at least we stopped them from destroying the last Patriot. This is going to be an issue. We need to get like some cargo trucks here to repair whatever we have, repair and replenish. We need to figure out these Comanches. We're going to make sure that they replenish all their ammo. The Super Cobras, though, are going to be our glorious Chads, I think. They're going to be the ones that knock out enemy aircraft, and then the Comanches are going to be the ones that knock out the enemy Panjais. Here are the Su-100s and the VTTs, and oh my lord, look at that. That is... Just throw enough crap at the wall and one of them's going to stick. That's a direct hit on that Bradley. Oh no, they're striking my units that are lined up perfectly. This is bad. There goes that Bradley. Okay, okay. This is sort of working out for them in a terrible way for me. We need to... I need to be very careful here. These guys have the... Oh no, these are not the ones with the AA. Okay, our cargo trucks. This is actually going very bad. Let's get some more M60s up here. We got more planes coming in based off the... Oh, we stopped that one in its tracks. That's great, actually. Although the plane crashed... Actually, the plane might have crashed into it, almost. Our helicopters, the whole goal is to just try to knock out as many units as possible. They cannot have... Oh, crap. That's what I was afraid of. There we go. Turn around. That's a lot of Mi-25s. That's a lot of Mi-25s. Patriots, I don't know if he has eyes on. Oh, that's more planes. Oh, that's a hit, though, but it's not a kill. We need to knock out these enemy helicopters. If we knock out the enemy Mi-25s, this is great. If not, we're going to be in some trouble. Oh, come on, Patriot. I needed more Patriots. Yeah, that's just not going very well. Oh, man. I don't want to get sucked into... Oh, we got some enemy infantry. I don't want to get sucked into a battle with their Panjais. That's what I was afraid of. We just lost the Super Cobra. These... Oh, the infantry, the fact that there's, like, helicopters engaging us. This is going a little less than ideal. Helicopter behind our lines here. We need to, like, land all of these guys right now and get some Super Cobras in the back, or Sea Cobras, to try to help us cover... We have more helicopters, a recon helicopter. Okay, helicopters over here. This is actually going like insanely not as planned. I'm getting some of these FSV, fire support LAV-25, so hopefully that it can help with the like anti-air duties, because they do have some decent like 25 millimeters. I'm trying to knock out this MD-5000. I'm pretty sure these are like reverse engineered South Korean little birds. I think that's something like that. I believe it's something along those lines where they like caught or captured some and they just like reverse engineered them, and that's why they're like very similar to what the allies here have, or the Americans and the South Koreans. I need to like really get rid of this. And there's only like one of their last ones, I think. But let's get rid of him because he's just destroying us. They did lose a whole lot of our units, but I'm just losing M60s. Like there's no tomorrow. Okay, Super Cobras. I just need to advance them, I think. And they can just fire on the move. Okay, that's a perfect hit, but they only get 2 missiles. They did just... Okay, they just did not kill them. We'll have to fly them to the right. They only get a couple of these, but you'd reckon that they should be better than they are. 75% accuracy. Oh man, there's a lot more helicopters still. This is what I was afraid of, and I don't know why my anti-air duty units were not good. Like, my Patriots just got overwhelmed by the pure amount of enemy helicopters and planes. That's like, those are all helicopters? Oh, they're not all helicopters. Okay, we're okay. This may still work. We have to knock out these Mi-24 PNs. Oh, come on, come on. These helicopters have to land. Okay, we're knocking these guys out, though, pretty quickly. This is good. More helicopters. More planes, actually. Can we knock this A-51 out with the Comanches? We both have 1 Stinger left. Come on, knock it out. Patriot then. Patriot then. Patriot missile away. This guy's a one-shot, I think, or is he going to have 1 health left? Oh, no, perfect. That's a kill. Anyone we kill is going to be very important right now. Our Patriot is the last one we have. These guys have to, like, resupply. Oh, we're just getting destroyed right now. This is our last M60. I'm trying to reverse. Oh, this is bad. Okay, Patriot. Oh, these helicopters are about to get bombed. Take off, take off, take off, take off. Oh, this is going to be really bad. I got to take off with... Oh, we got that. Oh. This is, like, turning out really bad. Because I can't land and get ammo. We're going to advance with these Sea Cobras and try to knock out those Mi-25s with our guns. At this point, I have to start calling in, like, Abrams just to live. I was hoping to use these Abrams as, like, oh my god, they're just, like, destroying me with rockets. And all these guys are getting ammo, and they immediately fire it, like, from the ground. They're, like, basically, they're ground-based anti-air helicopters. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me either, but it's just the way it is. Our M60, we're getting missiles away. We need to destroy these guys on the hill here. Our helicopters need to take off. I also don't want them to get destroyed on the ground by, like, artillery or... Okay, this is actually going all right. I say that as it's not going all right at all, but... If one of these helicopters dies because of SU-100, I'll be so mad. Okay, well, we've actually almost won this battle when it comes to points, but it wasn't like a great battle. We lost a lot of our... It was mostly a bunch of our crappier equipment that I was... besides these Patriots, which I really didn't want to lose, and that was kind of a massive ouchie moment for me. This was not good. But we're going to be hopefully able to knock these... I want to knock more of these helicopters out of the way if I can. And we'll just knock these VTTs out of the way here, hopefully. Okay, they're dead. Infantry. Infantry. Massive Vulcan spam. Huge. Okay, helicopters, planes are coming in. That's bad. That could potentially be trying to bomb some of my... Okay, he's down. That's huge. That's huge. Now we need to start knocking out the remainder of these Mi-25s. We can deal with these infantry. I don't think that's going to be an issue. But this was... Oh, that's not good. Yeah. That's very good anti-tank infantry. So we're going to swoop over there. Our Cobra's knocking out units left, right, and center. Let's get some of these cargo trucks. So we just knock out another Abrams. Yeah, that's not good. Need to knock those guys out. Okay, that's good. Jeez, this was kind of a crazy, not very successful run for me there. And I don't know if they have any... Oh, they do have an AA left, actually. Okay, now I'm just losing these Sea Cobras. I need the Comanches. Oh, man. I need the Comanches to deal with those Mi-25s. How many did they have? I thought they only had like 10 or something. I guess there was a lot more than 10. Comanches are dealing with the Mi-25. Come on, get the other one. More plane, more plane, more plane. We'll target this. There's even more helicopters coming in. I'm hoping that A-50 or A-5I, no, it just took a missile, didn't care. That's very unfortunate because that was what I was hoping could... These Super Cobras are ready to go. This is bad. We need to knock out these helicopters. Crap, another Abrams down. I mean, this is really bad. I may have to retreat back to the harbor, and that's going to cost me a lot of time that I did not have. Like, go back to the harbor, the one that we fought over on SEOUL, and hope that I can make it work. That's a lot of missiles. How do you not kill this thing? How did all of those missiles not do it? That's like actually makes me so mad. Okay, we got him. Now next, get this infantry. Okay. Okay, this is good. Actually, we need to get them back again because they're out of ammo. And we need those AIM-9s. Those are the only anti-air we have. Okay, check this out. We're going to get a LAVC-2 together with 2 Abrams, and we'll get a squad of, or a platoon of heavy Marines. Man, oh man, oh man. Okay, well this could hopefully be... Okay, I didn't know they were going to attack those trucks. I was just trying to... I may have accidentally clicked on them. We need to capture the... I need to capture stuff. Unless we can make them like fully retreat. So we got some... Is that an enemy CV? It is. It is. Oh crap, we didn't kill it. That's an enemy helicopter. I don't know if that helicopter is going to be a CV one or not. More helicopters. Okay, our cargo trucks are going to be the ones doing the refueling. Oh, that's not good. Oh, we did. Oh, we lost one of these Sea Cobras. That's not good. That's not good. Get out of there. We're going to just push this, and we need to capture this zone. We'll push them into the corner there. Whew. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't sweaty after this one. This was really not good. I lost a ton of my a ton of my M60s, even some of my Abrams, some of my helicopters. We lost 3 of the 4 Patriots that I had. All in the first like 17 seconds of this battle. Everything was based, but it was a civil helicopter though, by the way. All like in the very beginning of this battle, so that's very unfortunate. Very not what I meant to happen, obviously. We're going to push these guys over here. If we can knock out the civil helicopter, that'd be kind of nice, actually. So we're going to get a Stinger away. That's actually nice. Now let's see if we can focus on the Mi-8s. That's 1 down. Oh, they wasted a lot of missiles on that one. There's a CV right there. Comanche getting... Okay, there's a BRDM. Perfect. We did capture the zone. Let's just shoot at one of these trucks with like a frickin'... Oh, I figured that would kill the other one too, to be honest. Okay. Perfect. Deploy them there. Okay, let's do this next. Let's get another TACOM. Let's go for the next sector. We finally have some breathing room. Let's rotate towards this Mi-24D. And we can finally now get some units to deploy and advance. We're going to keep these Sea Cobras here as sort of close support. Focus on the Mi-2D. Although we can... Okay, there we go. That was an insta-kill on the Comanche. That was actually nice. Knockout. Nice. Another CV helicopter down. And we're going to get another CV to move into Donghae. And these guys are going to push there. Unload. Walk through the city. CV spotted. I wonder... I don't know if they... Oh, man, I really don't want to lose my helicopters in a silly Billy fight with a Ponjay that's going to be like right over this ridge. So this could be kind of risky frisky. But I would love to knock out this enemy CV. Like I want... Oh, no, 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 no! Where do you need us, sir? They're right here. Okay, we now know where their... Okay, we know where their Ponjays are. They're like very weirdly stuck there, but you know, we'll take it, I guess. But I think we want to try to attack those guys if we can. If we can knock those out, turn this into a win in the end, that would be very nice. But it may not be as easy as that. Let's see if we can unload here, capture more territory. Guess what? We'll deploy another CV. We'll capture Echo now. This may work out in the end. I just need to keep in mind that those guys are right there. These Abrams are going to start driving around this side. If we had any artillery, which we don't, it's my own fault, I guess. We're going to just keep moving. Those must be trucks. Oh, okay. Yeah, they were trucks, I thought. Yeah, they're just supply trucks. That's fine. Q move these LVTPs, and we're going to capture the next zone, I think. As they're all, these are all, oh, those are Strelas. They're leaving because they don't have anything to do against my infantry or units here. Scout in there. One more TACOM to capture 2 Pyongyang. And then we are golden. Those are the enemy Spawn Js. So we're going to move these up here. My Abrams should kill these guys. Like, there should be no question about that one. They're just trucks with, like, they're trucks with rockets on top. Like, there we go. Q move. Like, we are going to now bully them back the way they bullied us with their stupid aircraft. Like, that was insane, the amount of crap they were throwing at us there for a second. Like, I'm actually impressed. Okay, now we're just bullying them. Okay, great. I love... Hey, they may have retreated. I wonder how we did. Ooh, 5 of them. Every single unit was destroyed. Even their multi-role, their aircraft. But we killed 3,400. We did lose 1,200. We lost 2 Patriots right off the bat to those A5Is, or I think they're A5I, not A51. I think they're A5I. Then we lost a whole lot of our M60s to SU-100s. We lost them to Mi-25s. We even lost some, oh, that sucks, a helicopter due to some infantry. Yeah, this was not my finest moment. We lost some regular Sea Cobras due to Mi-25s into Estrella. It is what it is. We did do a bunch of damage, and we just basically obliterated their entire unit that was here. There's one plane left. I mean, they're gone. So that's going to be a massive boom. Capturing Sherman. The thing is, I should. This is the question. What's at Sokcho? Jokdae, which are good. They're like Marines, I believe. Then we have a bunch of Byonggae, which are very well equipped, as well as... Oh, that's just kind of crappy, but those Byonggae are good. Those are like special forces. You had the Jokdae and Korsuns, which are BMP-1s, so they have like 44 BMP-1s as well, besides these decent infantry. And then they have some more ATSs, which are weird, and a couple of helicopters. These ones aren't that crazy. They just have a couple of ATGMs, but nothing that we can deal with. It's this reinforcement wave I have to worry about. But I think for now, that's probably good for episode 2. Episode 3 is going to be quite decisive. I don't think we're going to have any trouble holding Busan. I think we're going to be fine considering we are defending and we outnumbered their points by like 1-3 almost. So Busan, not a huge issue. The issue is going to be between holding Sherwan, capturing Sokcho, while also keeping Seoul and having those losses that we just suffered. So we can potentially call in some more units. I think we're going to end up calling in the helicopter unit here, as well as the armor to try to hold Seoul. Some artillery actually would not be terrible. Even some M109s just to deal with the units that we had in the last battle. We could have definitely used some artillery, but you know, at least to knock out those two AA units in the back. And then aircraft-wise, we can still call them the Super Hornets, which are insane. And yeah, these Corsairs I'm not really feeling. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this part, and then we'll catch you in the next one.